If I told you that there was something that you could do right now that would give you an immediate positive outcome to your health, would you do it? According to the CDC, it's recommended that adults from the ages of 18 to 64 complete a total of 150 minutes of exercise each week. Now, that is 30 minutes a day, 5 days a week. Yet nearly 80% of American adults are not meeting that recommendation, which could potentially set them up for future health complications down the line. Now, working in healthcare, the biggest reason I hear for the lack of exercise is I simply don't have enough time. There are 168 hours in a week, and all I'm asking for is 2.5 hours of your time to complete some form of physical activity to help better yourself and your future. Now, of course, fitness doesn't just happen overnight. This is something that needs to be dedicated and put into your daily tasks, such as brushing your teeth, brushing your hair, taking a shower, getting dressed. But by participating in just 30 minutes of physical activity each day, you're automatically decreasing your chances of developing chronic diseases, such as heart disease, obesity, cancer, type 2 diabetes, and osteoporosis. So with that being said, how many of you can think of at least one person in your life that might have one or multiple of these chronic diseases? Unfortunately, I can't see any of your hands, but I will guess that at least half of you do. Without proper care and intervention, these diseases can be extremely lethal. Heart disease is one of the leading causes of death in the United States, which is a cofactor due to obesity and diabetes. When you exercise and have proper nutrition, you're making significant changes to your body. For example, you will put on muscle that will help strengthen your joints and increase your bone density. You will be less prone to injuries, and you will also lose fat inside your body, which is called visceral fat. Now, this particular fat surrounds your organs, and it can be a top contender for these diseases. So to kind of put that in perspective, I want to show you guys a picture. Now, if you look to the left, there's a woman who weighs roughly 238 pounds. You can see all of this yellow all around her body. That is visceral fat. It's in her liver. It's in her heart. It's in her brain. It has gone everywhere in her body because the skeleton is only so big. So her heart is enlarged, her liver is enlarged, and her joints are compressed because there's too much weight on her skeleton. But if you look over to the right, there's a woman who weighs roughly 117 pounds. Her heart and liver are the right size. Her joints aren't compressed. She doesn't have an excess amount of fat deposit. She has that normal amount of fat on her body. So, by just exercise alone, you can help reverse or prevent any of these chronic diseases or having a body type like this to where you have the risk factors to developing these chronic diseases. So we've talked about the importance of exercise to prevent lifelong complications. Now we need to talk about the most important thing, our mental health. Exercise is not just about how much you can lift or how much you can run or how long you can run. It actually can improve your mental health. Now, as a student and young adult, we have a lot of stressors in our life. Maybe you moved out of your parents' house for the first time, got a new job, or maybe you just got out of a long-term relationship. All of these stressors can play a huge fact on your mental health. But by simply participating in 30 minutes of physical activity a day, it can positively impact your mental health. It's vital to maintain mental fitness. Studies have shown that exercise can treat anxiety, depression, and stress without the use of medications. Exercise is extremely effective when it comes to these types of problems. When working out, your body will release this hormone called endorphins, which is essentially called the happy hormone. We love those happy hormones. So you've probably heard that word before, and I'm going to show you a little something funny. Little Miss Elle Woods once said, exercise gives you endorphins. Endorphins make you happy. Happy people just don't shoot their husbands. Exercise can also help increase your energy levels. That way you can be upbeat and be your best self throughout the day. And it can help with your sleeping patterns as well. Your mind and body work as a well-oiled machine. When one works, the other will follow. You just need to dedicate your time. And I understand time passes by all of us, but we don't need to use time as an excuse to not exercise and better our overall well being. By just doing 5 minutes of activity, whether it's walking your dog around the block, walking to your mailbox, going up and down stairs instead of using the elevators, those are all going to help benefit you for the future. Planet Fitness only charges $10 a month for a membership. Go to your local Planet Fitness, start a membership. If you don't make time for exercise, you will have to make time up for illness. So take those 5 minutes of your day to do some form of physical activity. Or if you're feeling up for it, do the full 30 minutes. You'll thank me and yourself later. Thank you.